Hi, welcome to Julius Bar. Today we're gonna see how much difference can a white vermouth make. So that's the question for today's video. How much difference can we expect in a cocktail made with a white, semi-sweet vermouth like this Dolin versus a cocktail made with a dry vermouth like this Carpano Dry? I did all my cocktail life using only dry vermouth, but let's try today a vermouth bianco or semi-sweet vermouth and let's see how they compare. To taste the difference, we're gonna make ourselves an El Presidente. I already made various El Presidente on this channel. It's one of my favorite cocktails. So today we're gonna try a slight variation, which is the Sloppy Joe's version, which adds just a tiny bit of lime juice to the original recipe. Let's get down to mixing. So let's start with our grenadine syrup. It's going to be 5 milliliter or a teaspoon. Then we go on with 10 milliliter of lime juice, which I just squeezed here. We follow that with 7.5 milliliter of dry curaçao. I'm using, as usual, Pierre Ferrand. And then we are going to have our dry vermouth. I'm going to start with Carpano Dry, 22.5 milliliter or 3/4 of an ounce. This is my go-to white vermouth for now a long time. I was using the Dolin in the beginning, but then I fell in love with this Carpano Dry, so I've been using that for more than a year, maybe 2. And then let's finish with our rum. I'm using this Mantuano from Diplomatico. It's a good average rum, average in sweetness, average in age. I usually split the rums in my El Presidente in half between a traditional rum and agricole, but today I was feeling just like having something more plain, just like this. Let's get some ice. Let's give this bad boy a stir. I must say the Carpano is gonna be at the disadvantage because it's been open for at least a couple of months, I think. Yes, it's been open for a bit, this Carpano Dry. Some people will tell you that more than 2 weeks you have to throw it. I'm a bit too cheap to do that. I really cannot change my vermouth with that frequency. Let's strain in our chilled coupe. And I'm gonna decorate it later, just right before drinking. So now let's mix the version with Dolin Blanc. Exactly same ingredients, 5 milliliter of grenadine syrup, 10 of lime juice, 7.5 of dry curaçao, 22.5 or 3/4 of an ounce of our white vermouth, and 45 milliliters for our rum. Let's get some ice. And let's give this bad boy a stir. By the way, the grenadine you see in the Pyrex container, it's there because I just made it an hour or so ago. It's still cooling down. I just make it with equal parts pomegranate juice and sugar. The sugar I divided in 3 parts of white sugar and 1 part of brown sugar cocto, just because it's really delicious. Let's strain in our chilled coupe. Let's express some lime peel, like that, and let's decorate with a maraschino cherry. And 1, 2. And there you go, 2 El Presidente Sloppy Joe's version. One with Carpano Dry and one with Dolin Blanc. Let's start from the Carpano Dry. Cheers. As always, a really nice cocktail. Yeah, the lime make it a bit fresher and sharper than the classic El Presidente I'm used to. Now let's try the Dolin version. Wow. Yeah, definitely sweeter. Flavor-wise, not a big difference, but sugar-wise, definitely. This Dolin had a good chunk of sugar. Let me try them one more time, trying to focus not on the sweetness, but specifically on the flavor, if I can feel any difference. Yeah, this one is just sweeter and more mellow. In this case, this is a better cocktail, the Dolin version. But because it's the Sloppy Joe's version, which adds the lime juice. I would expect a normal El Presidente without the lime juice to feel better with the Carpano Dry. I don't think the difference is that huge though between these two white vermouth, at least once they are inside a cocktail. My expectation would be that just adjusting slightly the sugar contents of your cocktail, for example, by adding a tiny bit more dry curaçao or a tiny bit more grenadine to this version, keeping the Carpano Dry, you will get the same sweetness that you get from a Blanc vermouth without needing to keep two white vermouth open in your bar at all times. But you know what, just for science, let's add half a teaspoon of rich simple syrup to our dry version. And let's see how close we get to the version made with the sweeter vermouth. Just like that. One more time, cheers. No, not there yet. It's still drier. Let's add a tiny bit more dry curaçao. One more time. Now that's really neutral. Like not dry anymore. But this one is still better. More balanced. Yeah, I think you can probably fix a version of the cocktail designed for white vermouth by using dry vermouth and adding a bit more sugar. It's just you have to really fine tune it. In this case, I think the white vermouth, the Dolin, works nicely. For other cocktail, I don't know. It will be down to experimentation. Every cocktail, I guess you could try both and see which one you like best. That's a lot of experimentation. But I hope to have given you an insight in dry versus white vermouth, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, share with anybody you like and don't like. Steal yourself an El Presidente or an El Presidente variation. They are plentiful and they are good, a lot of them. And hopefully I will see you next time. Cheers!